Lights, camera, action. Welcome back to Flick Flash. Welcome back to The Bear, where perfection is the goal, chaos is the norm, and every dish comes with a side of emotional trauma. Season 3 took us deeper into the minds of Carmy, Sydney, and the crew as The Bear finally opened its doors to the public. But instead of celebration, we got pressure cooker tension, mental breakdowns, and a haunting look at what it really costs to chase greatness. Whether you missed a few episodes or just need a refresher before Season 4, this is your complete recap of everything that went down in the kitchen, the freezer, and beyond. Let's get into it. Episode 1. Season 3 opens with a quiet, introspective episode titled Tomorrow, diving deep into Carmy's psyche. Trapped in the walk-in freezer, he confronts years of trauma and self-doubt through a series of haunting flashbacks. We witness his grueling experiences in elite kitchens, including the French Laundry and Noma, contrasting nurturing mentors like Chef Terry with toxic ones who preached perfection at any cost. In the present, Carmy begins to process his mistakes, apologizing to Sydney and leaving Richie a voicemail. His notebook, filled with non-negotiables, outlines his rigid vision for the Bear. Meanwhile, Sydney reaches out to Marcus, who's dealing with a family emergency, suggesting emotional weight ahead. The episode ends with Sydney tasting Carmy's elegant hamachi dish, signaling his personal growth. Minimal dialogue and immersive visuals define this meditative premiere, which sets the emotional tone for Season 3 and marks a turning point in Carmy's journey toward balance and authenticity. Episode 2. Carmy rolls out his ambitious non-negotiables, including daily menu changes and strict collaboration rules, aiming for a Michelin star, which shocks Sydney and divides the team. Richie bristles at Carmy's unilateral decisions, taunting him about his past with Claire, and some staff quit amid the chaos. A neighborhood friend drops off radishes and demands old-school beef sandwiches, keeping Carmy grounded yet tense. The episode ends on a somber yet steady note. Marcus returns after his mother's death, offering quiet resolve and asking Carmy to take us there. Episode 3. Marcus delivers a poignant eulogy at his mother's funeral, emphasizing deep, unspoken connection. The team then faces their first full month of service at the Bear. Initially smooth, the kitchen spirals into chaos. Undercooked wagyu, cork mishaps, and broken dishes abound, while Carmy's obsessive standards and extravagant Orwellian butter spending push finances to the brink. Cicero fumes about costs, and tensions erupt between Carmy and Richie. In the frenetic finale, Carmy succumbs to pressure, leaving the team and viewers exhausted. Episode 4. Episode 4, titled Violet, opens with a tender flashback between Carmy and Claire under a melancholic blue light, highlighting his lingering grief. Marcus copes with his mother's death and finds inspiration in a violet growing through a fence. Sydney signs a lease, asserting her independence, while Tina learns about farmers' struggles at the market. Richie handles meeting his ex-wife's new fiancé, Frank, with surprising grace as Taylor Swift's Long Live underscores the emotional moment. Back at the Bear, Carmy changes the menu without telling the team, and Natalie and Sugar learn a Chicago Tribune critic is visiting, escalating anxiety about a looming review. Episode 5. Marcus and Sydney clean out his mother's house, forging a deeper emotional bond as she welcomes him into the Dead Moms Club. Back at the Bear, Carmy and Richie reel from the announcement that Chef Terry's iconic restaurant ever is closing, symbolizing looming threats to fine dining. Financial stress peaks when the computer audits costs, flagging Carmy's R&D and questioning Marcus's role. Natalie defends him fiercely. Amid mounting pressure, a photographer arrives for the Tribune review, requesting a duck dish. John Cena's Sammy Fack appears just in time, injecting humor and rallying the team. Episode 6. Tina takes center stage in Napkins, a moving flashback episode directed by Ayo Edebiri that explores her life before the Bear. In 2018, she juggles a stable office job with financial strain, a husband, David Zayas, and a son, until sudden layoffs derail her routine. Repeated job rejections leave her demoralized until she seeks comfort in the beef and orders a coffee. A compassionate Richie offers her food, and Mikey Berzato offers kindness and a line cook position, reigniting her purpose. The episode stands out as a heartfelt origin story, illuminating Tina's resilience and humanity. Episode 7. Carmy attends an Al-Anon meeting, reflecting on apologies and his unresolved feelings about Claire. Over coffee, Sydney is approached by Adam Shapiro with a tempting CDC job offer featuring partnership and benefits, making her question her future at the Bear. Carmy and Marcus discuss their culinary legacies, Carmy seeking a panic-free imprint, Marcus wanting to be remembered as kind and steady. Natalie goes into labor while restocking supplies, and the Bear brings back old beef staff to help at the window. The episode centers on legacy, change, and transitions for both Carmy and Sydney. Episode 8, Natalie's labor begins in a tense, traffic-jammed drive. Alone and panicked, she reluctantly calls her estranged mother, Donna, Jamie Lee Curtis, who arrives with her familiar chaos and misguided coaching. As Natalie grips through contractions and hospital protocols, strict no epidural rules, Donna oscillates between abrasive recollections and tender empathy. In cramped maternity room moments, they confront their fraught past. Natalie admits feeling unsafe as a child, and Donna responds with remorse and understanding. The episode culminates quietly, ice chips and a shared lullaby, signaling the shaky start to their healing. Episode 9. Carmy struggles to apologize, to Claire, to Sydney, and even to himself, hovering over the call but never dialing. Sydney almost broaches her boss job offer but retreats, frustrated that press credits Carmy alone. Cicero warns Carmy the next Tribune review could pull funding. The crew braces for impact. Richie and Tiff bond over wedding anxiety, while Marcus and Tina collaborate late into the night. The Fack brothers track down Claire to plead for Carmy. She's polite but unmoved. The episode closes at Ever's funeral service, with Carmy pacing in a suit as funeral-like tension peaks. Episode 10. Carmy, Sydney, and Richie attend the moving funeral dinner for Chef Terry's restaurant Ever, seated among legends including Thomas Keller and Grant Achatz. Flashbacks show Thomas Keller's mentorship on Carmy's first day at the French Laundry. During the dinner, Carmy confronts his old tormentor, Chef David McHale, unleashing years of trauma. David coldly defends his abusive methods, claiming they forged Carmy into a top-tier chef. Chef Terry then imparts heartfelt wisdom. People don't remember the food. They remember the people. This clash pushes Carmy towards self-realization about leadership and legacy. Across the kitchen, Sydney bonds with Luca, but amid late-night camaraderie, she experiences a panic attack after glimpsing the Bear's Tribune review, underscoring her uncertainty. The episode closes with Carmy alone in the rain, reading review highlights and murmuring, "Motherfucker," as notifications from Uncle Jimmy and Cicero flash, leaving the restaurant's fate unresolved. And that was Season 3 of The Bear. A slow-burn descent into obsession, grief, and perfectionism, leaving us with more questions than answers. Carmy's still chasing a dream he can't define. Sydney is standing at a major crossroads, and the future of the restaurant hangs in the balance after that cryptic review drop. With so much unresolved, Season 4 promises to turn up the heat even more. So, buckle up. If you found this recap helpful, hit like, drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for everything The Bear. Service isn't over yet. Thank you once again for being a part of Flick Flash. Until next time, keep watching, keep exploring, and keep that movie and TV magic alive. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and stay tuned for more exciting recaps. This is Flick Flash, signing off.